Episode 2 Silent Diesel. Snow hadn't arrived on the island of Sodor, but that won't stop Donald and Douglason from keep practicing with their snowplows. Coupled back to back, they go up and down the line, keep practicing charging the snowdrifts and trying to make the line clear. But to a certain person on the Sodor finds it a waste of time. However, Doug was allocated to Timber's sheds to help out with the Christmas rush, but he didn't feel his usual Christmas spirits. "What's the matter, Doug?" said Henry, who was resting in the shed. "Oh, I'm afraid I've got some bad news to say. I've heard that the Great Western is going to be the last railway to be electrified." "Indeed," said Spencer. "But do not fear, my dear Duck. The Fat Controller will never modify this railway after all. Electrification on the island of Sodor. I mean, what would they have to replace a certain class of steam loco such as I?" "Excuse me, Spencer," said Henry. "What's that?" They all looked. It was a diesel. A new one, it looked like. Dark blue, with some yellow at the front of the cab, and a large sticky thing at the top. "What is it doing here?" said Doug. "I'm not sure," said Spencer. "But I think I've seen something sticking out from the top before. I think it's called a pantograph. I think my driver told me about a pantograph. A pantograph is to help to get electric from layers of tracks up the line." "Layers of the track of the line?" said Henry. "What do you mean by that?" "Well, my dear, said Spencer, getting so confused. "Let me explain. On the railway now, they have large poles on there which can connect electric, and that's where they connect the electric to go down and move them around." "Oh," said Henry, "I understand," he said as he looked back to the diesel. "It's gone!" Indeed it had. Vanished. The engines were startled. It came in the yard so quietly, and then it leave the yard so quietly as well. Later on, Duck was shunting the coaches about ready for the Christmas rush. He noticed the diesel. "Hello," he cried happily. The diesel shook and shaked. Duck was quite confused. Just then, the diesel rushed out of the station with a full train. The diesel, meanwhile, had a lovely run. Nothing was going wrong, and he was doing all right. But soon, things started to go wrong. He suddenly he just passed the distance signal and stopped. His driver came out. "It's probably your batteries failed," he said. "Since there's no electrification on this line, you have to recharge your batteries on this railway, I guess. Looks like you ran out of juice. We'll just have to wait and get help." Suddenly, there was a loud whistle, and Spencer rushed through with an express. Times went by, and soon Henry came. "I guess I've heard from Spencer that you have had a bit of a trouble, I guess. I've come to give you a hand." The diesel said nothing, as Henry backed down onto his train and helped him to the nearest station. After that, Henry towed him to the docks, where there was a couple of men charging up his battery. "I guess you'll be heading home soon," he said. "I've heard from the Fat Controller you were just on trial. You did quite well, but I think you should go home. You will feel much better there," said Henry quietly. Suddenly, Henry heard a voice that he never heard. "Thank you," said the diesel very quietly. Henry smiled. "It's our little secret," he cried. The diesel rumbled away to its home. When Henry came back, he talked nothing but about the diesel. "He's all right," he guessed. "He's not evil or horrible. Just shy, I guess." "Well, I think he made it back home safely," said Thomas. As they watched, there was a whistle from the junction, and the last passenger train of the day had run past. "Well," he said, "that was the last train for Christmas, I guess." "Overall, Merry Christmas, lads," said Thomas. They all said the same. "Merry Christmas," they all agreed. And soon the yard was silent. Not a single sound could be heard. Not even a silent diesel.
It's a winter wonderland. See the snowman all around. Bells are ringing.